Let's do this. Hey, good morning everybody. It's Millennial MP. I am getting dressed for my, I guess it's day one of the strike. I am going to be doing my hair and my makeup this morning, and let's see, it is 5:14. I have to be downstairs in 15 minutes, so let's do this. Still have not met my roommate, or I don't even know if I'm getting a roommate, so we'll find out. Apparently they're supposed to put us on switch schedules, and so I'm supposed to have a night shift nurse, but I don't see one. Just wanted to say a quick thing about the current events right now, and I know this is sad, but like I have to mark it by saying that this month is marked by the recent death of a famous basketball star, and I grew up watching this man in middle school with like my school. Like my middle school was so, like all the guys in my class were just so into Kobe Bryant. He was such an amazing player, Kobe. And I just wanted to reflect and remember how awesome I guess he was when it came to playing basketball, and I'm so sorry about the death of him and his daughter and those other people on that helicopter that were also I'm assuming very nice people. And so I'm, I guess sending prayers to his wife, Vanessa Bryant. She also shares my name, but my God, I don't even know how this woman is coping today, so I just want to say a side note, make a little prayer on the side. So, I don't know, but those are things that run through my mind as I'm preparing this morning for my first strike. And I've got this, I've got my coat. I really like a hair clippy, but I don't have a hair clippy right now. But that's okay. Alright, so got you guys. I didn't put any lipstick on. Maybe I should do that. Okay, everybody, so I am getting ready to leave. Wish me the best luck today. I will report back in this evening, and hopefully I'll be able to tell you what happened today. Good luck to me.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Millennial MP. I look haggard. It's literally day one of the strike. So it's day one, and so I finally got to go on site. So they took me in a shuttle over there, and so what's really kind of interesting about this process is, so there's security all over the hospital. They put security everywhere. Every entrance has a security guard. I mean, they've paid for, like, not my company, but the hospital has to cover this. So they've put security, they've put check-in points, they have So there is some picketing, but like where I am, there isn't. But like on the news, I saw the other hospitals that are also currently involved in this. They're really out there. So I'm so supportive of that. I think that those nurses are doing so much for the profession, because from what I've heard today, I feel like this something needs to change. This is desperate. Like I am seriously, I'm I don't know how far nurses are going to go before they finally say enough is enough. I really think that this is an example of destroying a profession right here, right now. So, as we all know, somebody has to care for these patients. It's not the typical strike type thing. Somebody has to care for these patients. So, from what I've gotten and gathered today, nurses who strike are the top of the line nurses in this country. I'm going to say that again, hands down. I believe that these are the best of the best, because these are the girls and boys who know their shit. These are people who hit the ground running, like me, like a traveler. That's what we do. We hit the ground running. We know what to do. We just need some, how do you do it on your unit? What do you want us to do? Like this, that's what we do. I feel that these are some of the best nurses I've ever seen. I mean, these are, watch out. But they also, they're strong, they're independent, they stand up for what's right. So I really love that about them. You can tell, like, the hospital has been very accepting of us. Like, obviously it's uncomfortable for them. This is not a painless process, but it's so, it's strange. It's almost as though you can assimilate and feel like you're a part, but you still have to have your own distance, because you can't, I know this sounds terrible, but like we can't really trust anyone. Like you don't know who's out to literally sabotage you or something. Like I've heard some horror stories from these nurses. So it's really crazy, but I don't feel like there's this particular thing is violent in any way, nor that it ever should be violent, because I guess they've like pictured this as like, oh my gosh, you're such a betrayer, and it's like, no, these are people who are being offered money, a higher rate. They're categorized based on their department specialties. We still have to float to other units. So as you all know, I do PACU, and PACU recovery and pre-op, but I also do ER. And I know that there are, like when a hospital's striking, they have to know how many nurses are actually going to cross the picket line versus the other ones who are not, vice versa. So that's a big deal about this. Experience-wise, I think it matters who your company is. I have seen this particular one drop the ball a few times on me, as in lost paperwork, lost this, not sure of that, not sending out information in a timely manner, nurses getting left behind, nurses not even being accounted for. Like I had a roommate that was supposed to show up yesterday, and she didn't show up yesterday. She showed up today. They canceled her. I really give these people a lot of credit. I really give nurses in general a lot of credit, and so I believe that the nurses who are currently out striking are doing everything they possibly can for this profession. I feel like it is my responsibility to protect and advocate for the patient, as what nurses do. That's what we do. So I'm not on a contract. I'm not affiliated with a hospital. I have nothing to do with them. So why not step in and take care of these people? Sure, I get a higher rate. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Is it the principle, the fact that I'm going to stop being a nurse? None of us stop being nurses. None of us stop being human. Somebody's got to care for your little grandma or your dad who's having surgery or has to go to the ER. Somebody has to do it. And in fact, I would prefer if it was someone qualified. Who would you want? Who else would you want if not the best? Because that's what they are. These are the best. Because they figured out that The system is destroying nurses one day at a time, and I'm not okay with that. I really do love nursing. I also see that, I think physician education also, somebody mentioned that, it was somebody at the strike, that somebody had mentioned something really valuable that I hadn't really thought of. I think one of the biggest issues that a lot of people don't consider is how much work we have to do, or how much work that we are handed off to from physicians who could do it themselves. So I think that doesn't get taken into consideration a lot. The work heavy load that comes from physicians on nurses in any unit can be overwhelming, to the point where not all those orders can be executed, or they could have been done by a doctor. Instead, they're hoping a nurse will take care of it for them because they can. I mean, I'm stepping into both roles. I'm dipping my feet into both sides, and I'm seeing this. I'm seeing it, and I see how doctors look at nurses, and how nurses are starting to look at doctors as becoming hostile in some ways. And I know that something has to change, something has to give. So I'm hoping that people see that nurses are getting worked to death. We're having higher rates of suicide. People have no idea what we do. That's another thing that really is saddening me. Like, they imagine, like, the public imagines that we're just the right-hand person of the doctor, and when we're really just slaving at getting all of this stuff done for them. I mean, I don't know how many chest tubes I can manage. I don't know. We get all the pressure from administration, who comes in and tries to do a lot, who tries to tell us how to do our job when they haven't been on a floor in over 20 years or something. So I see the pressure. I see it everywhere. It's from all sides. And I see why. I'm frustrated a little bit. I'll be honest, if there is a nurse, if you are a nurse out here, or a tech, in fact, techs are doing very well in this industry. There's a lot of demand because they don't have enough techs that travel. So if you're a tech, you should look into this. Really want to, if you're flexible, if you're independent, you have time. Look at my eyes, and I slept okay. I'm just stressed. This is stressful. Now, there are some people who live for this. There are some people who find that this is okay, or I don't know, but as far as I know, I haven't talked to one nurse who's been happy. Like, they're okay with the facility, they're okay with caring for patients. I mean, these are wonderful, wonderful nurses, but what have I learned today? I've learned that I got switched assignments multiple times, which happens. I still stayed in PACU. I'm still in the same hotel, but that didn't happen for everyone, so people ended up moving around. Apologize, like I said. It is not my day. It's not perfect. It doesn't look that great, but if you want a video, no, okay. But this is hard. Like, hard because you have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to be able to be flexible, which I am. I can say that. I'm a contractor. That's what I do. But there's a certain point where people break. And I think when you've had enough, you've had enough. So, guys, it might be me. I might just say I've had enough. I don't think this is for me. Or I think every nurse should be treated like friggin' royalty, because what we do is so underappreciated right now, and I want to see that get better. So that's just me. You guys can put in the comments below and think maybe I'm exaggerating, or maybe I'm, who knows, or maybe you can give me some doctor hate. But don't get me wrong, I love my doctors. I love all of them. I love some anesthesiologists. No, I'm kidding. This company, I think that's who I have the biggest beef with. Like, I really wouldn't have any issue with anybody else, even this whole entire strike situation. But this company, man, has really gotten on me. So, mind you, like I said, this is my first one. So I'm still learning the ropes. I'm still learning the tips and tricks of this, which I will eventually share with you guys as best as I can, or remember, or know. But it's been eye-opening. It's been eye-opening. But overall, it hasn't been that, it's been bad. Let's be real, it's been kind of bad. So we'll see. I'm in it for another 2 days, 3 days, we'll see. So day one, we went down to the unit, got the ropes of the unit, figured out where all these people are going. That was a hot mess. That took a while. So I literally sat there for 4 hours. I didn't really do anything, right? Then I got up. They took us on a tour. They took us to some other place. Then they didn't know what else to do with us. We got like some sheets, some paperwork stuff done for them, because whenever something like this happens, most of the time the Department of Health will show up. They want to make sure that everything's safe. Of course, we go get lunch, and then I have to pay for my lunch, me not knowing that they were going to provide you a voucher. So then I get a text message of a voucher 2 hours later. So a lot of nurses didn't get a dinner paid for or anything like that. And then what else? And then finally, I ended my shift. Pretty much, we saw one patient, and then I ended my shift 2 or 3 hours later. And then at 6:50 or something, I went outside. Then I got on the shuttle bus, and then they said that we were going to wait for the next shift to get off. So I sat on the bus for an hour. So at 7 to 8, I sat on this bus until finally some of the nurses were like, "This is unacceptable. We have to get up in the morning. We need to go home, get off. We're not getting, they said, I better get paid to sit on this bus." I mean, it was just one thing after another. So long story short, I got home. I got here at 8:10 or something, 8:15. I got a shower, and then I got some dinner at 9:30. Now I'm going to go to bed. So that was day one, guys. So wish me luck. Take care. And I'm still looking for that camera lens, man, but I'm too tired, so my eyes are going all over. So anyway, love y'all, and take care.